Hey there, comic book fans. This is Travis, and I'm just going to show off a few books I just picked up. Got them in the mail yesterday. This was an eBay purchase. Once again, my adventures of eBay continue. I continue to learn lots of good things for future purchases along the way. Like I think I've said in the last video where I talked about eBay purchases, I need to ask more questions. Things like, okay, I know they're in poor condition, the comics, but are the covers still attached? Things like that. I don't mind buying beat up comic books because to some degree I want to read the stories. I kind of want to have the whole collection. I'll worry about getting nicer versions of the books down the road. But I want to make sure the covers are still attached. That's like my one thing is have a cover and have the staples still attached to the cover. And I got a few of these here that ended up not being that way. And I would have wished I would have asked that question. I still think I got a fair price on it. I didn't get a steal. I don't have anything that I'm gonna send Ethan through college with or anything or like that. Of course, I don't collect books that are that important. But anyway, this is furthering my Doom Patrol collection. This is all stuff from the original volume of Doom Patrol and some things like that. Well, it's not all, but we'll talk about that as we get to it. Anyway, let's get out of the books instead of looking at my silly face. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is my first purchase here. This is My Greatest Adventures number 83. This is the I'm drawing a blank right now. I believe that this is the first issue with Doom Patrol. I'm not 100% sure on that. This is one of those books that I should. It's all attached, barely. But I was looking at this book, the picture on eBay. It looks okay. I mean, it looks beat up and worn. I mean, it's got scuffs on the binding and whatnot. But somebody drew a face on Negative Man. You can't see it in this picture. Somebody with black ink drew a picture on his face. And it's not a happy face. He's got a frowny face. Of course, he's smashing through a wall, so maybe that's why he's got a frowny face. Anyway, there's My Greatest Adventures number 83. First appearance of Doom Patrol. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. Just to have it. Like I said, these are things that at some point I'll get better versions of. Anyway, and then here's My Greatest Adventures number 84. This one is really rough. The staples are actually rusted on it. It is still attached to the cover, still attached to the book, but here they're wearing their wonderful green costumes, which lasted basically 1 or 2 issues before they got rid of the green costume, I believe. And like I said, rusted staples, but it's still attached. Then this is the first actual official issue of Doom Patrol where it's called Doom Patrol. This is number 86, and My Greatest Adventures became Doom Patrol. This is the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil. There's the Brain. Look, he's just a box of bubbles now. But there's the Brain. This cover is not attached. It's pretty worn and pretty rough. This is one of those books I will get a better version of at some point. But I just kind of wanted a version of it so I could read it and say, oh, look, I've got this in my collection. Anyway, somebody wrote on it right there too. These are pretty rough, like I said, rough covers. But I get to read this. I get to read the story. And here's Doom Patrol number 87. Bunch of tin soldiers. Has the main story of Doom Patrol, and lately these have been having backup stories that have Negative Man. Tell a little bit of his history, a little more of what he was like and what he was about and whatnot. This is another one. The cover is actually not attached. Anyway, and this is Patrol number 88. This gives the history, the origin of Chief. This one's not attached, cover's not attached either. So like I said, about 3 books that the covers were attached on. Should have asked more questions. I could see in the pictures that they had rough bindings, but I need to make sure if I see a rough binding that I at least ask, hey, is it attached? Like I said, at least want that. And then here we go. This is Doom Patrol. They changed to the red costume in this issue. Is issue 90. And this is the costume they sport from here on out most of the time and whatnot. The world's weirdest villains, Brother of Evil, turn their deadliest weapon on the world's strangest heroes. And of course, what's their deadliest weapon? Chief. Anyway, I love this cover. This is a great cover. Showing Robot Man getting squeezed through here. Seconds away from having his fleshy brain squeezed through the rolling pins. So, yeah. Good stuff there. This one I haven't actually opened up and looked at yet. I'm looking forward to it because it revealed for the first time a schematic drawing of Robot Man. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to look at. Like I said, I haven't read that one yet. This is Doom Patrol number 101. These books, some of these books are pretty good shape here. Got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but yeah, pretty nice book. So yeah, looking forward to reading this. Like I said, I haven't gotten this far into reading. And then here is Doom Patrol number 103. Doom Patrol turns chicken, but who can blame them when they face the menace of the Meteor Man? Yeah, pretty good there. I like that one. And then here is Doom Patrol number 105. The return of the Encyclopedia of Evil, Mr. 103. Threatens the DP's newlyweds on their honeymoon of terror. I'm not even sure who's getting married here. I do know that Elastigirl marries a guy by the name of Memento at some point, but who gets married in this book, I'm not sure. This Mr. 103 ends up becoming a reoccurring character. One of the last books from the original volume, they, I think mistakenly, I'll actually have to read it to find out, but they actually list him as Mr. 104, so not sure what's up with that. Don't know completely the history behind that. Haven't read up on that. I don't know everything about Doom Patrol yet. Okay, here is Doom Patrol number 106. And he's back. This is Mr. 103. When I first saw this cover on the internet without reading all the stuff about it, I thought that this was Animal, Mineral, Vegetable Man. But obviously you start looking at him closely enough, that's not necessarily the case. But, yeah. Sizzling new series that probes the snap, pop, and crackle private world of Negative Man. At any rate, here is 107. I love this cover. I just love the way this guy looks. He just looks great, I think. Yeah, classic of the era, kind of crazy bad guy. But this is where they start their war over Beast Boy. Beast Boy, of course, isn't actually a permanent member of Doom Patrol, but they always try to adopt him and stuff like that, and there's a big fight over who's going to adopt him in here, I believe. And then here is, this is Doom Patrol number 110, and they're still trying to decide who it is that Beast Boy is going to go with. So, yeah. Beast Boy either ends up with this guy down here in the corner, which I don't know if you guys can see him. Ends up down that guy in the corner. Yeah, he looks like somebody that'd be great. You want to have your adopted dad, or the Doom Patrol, basically. So, kind of interesting though. They were writing this whole big thing about this boy, and Beast Boy and them fighting over. The judge awards Beast Boy to that Champ Fink Galtree. And it's interesting. Beast Boy gets colored purple a lot during this time too. Not sure what's up with that. Anyway, and this is Doom Patrol number 111, and somebody wrote across it right there, which I don't know what they wrote, but I can't read their cursive handwriting. Anyway, that looks like that's going to be fun. It looks like they're in space, maybe. I didn't realize that Doom Patrol went into space very much, so I'm curious to read that one, see what that one's going to be like. And then here is Doom Patrol number 13 that somebody so nicely marked down to either 9 or 7 cents there for us. That wasn't real special. But who dares challenge the Arsenal? course, then the Arsenal gets changed into Roy Harper, which, of course, they two have nothing to do with each other. Just think it's funny they use the same name. But at any rate, another kooky villain for them to fight. Machine gun hand here and a blade hand there. And then we have Doom Patrol number 114. Love these. Love the villains. They're all crazy, just like the heroes are. And then, like, this is one of my daughter's favorites. This is Doom Patrol number 115. The Mutant Master. And, of course, his head is just a giant eyeball blasting things. So, yeah, fun stuff there. And then this is Doom Patrol number 117. Curious to see what the Black Vulture is. The Black Vulture is actually a giant bird, or if it's a somebody. So, the Chief looks like he's having a bad time there. I like these yellow covers. Everything really pops out on the yellow covers really well. So I kind of like those, that era. I like this cover too, actually. This is 118. You control the Doom Patrol Chief, but I control you. Not really sure who this character is supposed to be, but the two drawings of the face and whatnot are pretty funky looking. So I'm curious to see what that book's going to be about. Like I said, I haven't read it yet either. This one's a great cover. Victims of the Mind Stealer. A wonderful kind of psychedelic kind of a cover here. I think it's really interesting how much they make Robot Man's legs and body and stuff look more like a normal human superhero's torso as opposed to being slick, shiny metal body. Really, the only thing about him that looks really robotic, really, other than the color, is his head. I'll have to look into who did this cover, if it was a change of artist or whatnot, because I think it's kind of curious that he looks as much like a person as he does. Like, I don't know, maybe they started drawing it to be one person and then changed their minds and made it robot. Anyway, and then this is Doom Patrol number 120, and obviously Robot Man's having some serious problems there. Anyway, and then this is my second issue. I actually have two issues of this. I just got one not very long ago in the mail. This is my second issue of 121. This is the end of Doom Patrol. And it this one's in better condition than the one I got, so happy for that. I've been doing a little more reading up. This actually is the last of this volume of Doom Patrol. There's actually 3 issues, I believe, after this, 2 or 3 issues after this, but they're actually reprints of older Doom Patrol stories redone, and they weren't put out until like years later. So more for me to read up on, and I'm sure I will get those to have the full run of the series. But yeah, kind of interesting. And like I said before, the last time I talked about this, they actually asked the readers to help them save the book, otherwise it'd be gone. And obviously the readers didn't save them because it was gone after that. Anyway, this is some other books that came along with the this lot of Doom Patrol that I bought. This is Showcase Presents, the new Doom Patrol. This is issue number 94 of the Showcase Presents. I'm going to have to look into more Showcase Presents. Kind of looking a little bit on this. Looks like there's some other fun stories out there by the Showcase Presents. I've got some other Showcase Presents stuff, but I don't think it's in this kind of a format. I think it's different than this. Anyway, from the ashes of the old, new team is born. So you got Robot Man, as always seems to be the recurring character. He's the one that seems to hang around regardless of whatever reboot they do of Doom Patrol. He at least is always in the Doom Patrol. The other characters sometimes. I'm not really familiar with these characters. I know that's Negative Woman. Yeah, Celsius, I think, is another one that's in there. But here is issue 95 of this. And then issue number 96. It's three issues. 3 issues, of this Showcase Presents was this new Doom Patrol. And then I think that's the last of this Doom Patrol that we see. Also came along in this lot was this Doom Patrol. It's like an index. It's the official index, it says. ICG put out official indexes of quite a few books. I actually have the Titans one too. I think it's interesting that the cover. This is a it looks like this one looks like Burns. But I thought they were Perez. No, they're Byrne, because there's Burns. Burns guy's signature in the tombstone down there. So they're Byrne. But the covers are that, have the Teen Titans on it, and it's kind of like the Teen Titans are checking out about the Doom Patrol, because, of course, Changeling's telling them about the Doom Patrol. But these indexes are really cool, because what they do is they talk about... I need to read these, because they talk about the Doom Patrol. This is index number 2. They talk about the Doom Patrol and what issues they were in, how that first run went, first appearances of different characters and whatnot. It actually takes all of... from their first issues they were in My Greatest Adventures up until the end of this run of Doom Patrol, and tells you what was in every single issue, what the plot breakdown was, who the writers were, who the artists were, who did the covers, who did everything about it. Was this the character's first appearance? It even tells you, like, what issue was Robot Man's first appearance, and then it'll tell you, but chronologically, a story was told about him earlier, because in some of these things they go kind of back in time and tell you what happened to him. So they'll actually tell you kind of not only when they first appeared in the comic book, but when they first appeared in the reality of this universe that the comic book is set in, which is kind of interesting and has to be incredibly confusing. So yeah, these are going to be fun for me to look through to help gain me more knowledge in Doom Patrol. Yeah, this lot fills up quite a bit of my Doom Patrol collection. I haven't actually put them into my program yet to see how many I have and how many I'm missing as far as the Doom Patrol issues of the My Greatest Adventures. As I've mentioned before, I plan on picking up the rest of the My Greatest Adventures too, just to have the whole run through, because I think that sounds like fun. Chances of me getting a number 1 is really slim, I'm sure, and especially a number 1 that isn't like totally trashed. But anyway, like I said, some of the books I have here are in pretty rough shape, but I have them. I have them for my initial collection, so I'm happy with that. I didn't pay a crazy amount of money for them, so I'm not too upset over the fact. Like I said, I would have liked to have known that the covers weren't attached. That would have been important for me. That might have kept me from buying them, but probably not. This is a pretty good lot, quite a few comic books, and it didn't cost me a whole lot. Shipping was free, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. There's some fun reads. Anyway, that's it. I've got another box coming, so we'll talk about that when I get it and open it up and see what we got there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.